Okay, part 2 of how to organize an official WCA competition. Let's get started. Announce the competition to the community. This is a good idea. You want people to come to your competition. At this point, you should have already emailed the WCA saying we're completely done, and they would have given you your competition link on the competitions page, and so people will get to your website that way. But also, you want to advertise it on speed solving forums, any other cubing forums that you're on, and also tell your cubing friends that you have, if you have any. Contact media organizations for additional publicity. Example given, newspaper. Solve Rubik's puzzle. That was a little segment in the Antelope Valley Press for our competition. That went well. We got a press release from the Aero Institute to the AV Press, and the AV Press put that in their newspaper. This whole point is up to you. Obviously, you don't have to have your competition advertised in the newspaper, but you can. It might bring in one more cuber. Set up the Excel worksheet. Now, the Excel worksheet is what the WCA delegate sends to the WCA that contains the results. Now, your WCA delegate would know how to do this, but what you can do is go to cubecomps.com, go down to the bottom, contact Lewis, who is the guy who made Twist the Web, and he also made cubecomps.com. Email him, telling him about your competition and asking him for a cubecomps.com competition. And basically what that does is CubeComps allows for multiple people to enter times at one time, and then also once all the results are in, you just push a magical button and it will give you the magical Excel worksheet, and you just give that to your WCA delegate and they send it to the WCA. So it simplifies a lot of things. It has a nice interface, it's very easy to use, and I like it a lot. I like it so much that I would pay Lewis if we had money left over from our competition, though we don't. But it's free and it's really helpful, and definitely check out cubecomps.com. Install the scramblers on your computer. This is the delegate's job, don't worry about it. Just email the delegate about a week before the competition, reminding him, hey, print out these scrambles, we need 2, 3, 4, 5 pyraminx, blah blah blah. And just remind your delegate and make sure that he has the scrambles. As an organizer, it's not your job to have the scrambles. That's the delegate's job. Print registration and competition sheets. I've never been to a competition that's had registration sheets. Registration sheets are, you put your name, what events you're competing in, and you give it to the people at registration, but that's not necessary. That's what online pre-registration is for. I've never used registration sheets. I've never seen them used. I can see how they would be helpful for big competitions, but you probably won't need those. Just make sure online pre-registration is open. Now, competition sheets, aka scorecards, those are needed. Now, if you have a Cubing USA website for your competition, you can push a magical button and it will fill out and give you a file with all the scorecards, and all you have to do is print them out and cut them out. Make sure to print out extra scorecards. Okay, here's my website, Antelope Valley Summer 2012. Here's all the competitors. Since I'm logged in as an administrator, I have these tabs here. I can view what everybody else sees, and then I can edit competitors, generate scorecards. I can put in how many extra sheets I want in each event, and then if there's a round 2, I can put in the number I want. 6 times 4 people per sheet. That's 24 people in the second round. Then I can edit the number of blank sheets I want, edit your name if you want to, generate, save file, open it up, and here it is. Here you have each event, 3x3 speed solve round 1, and the names are already filled in. 4x4, Derek Hahn, and so that's how you get your scorecards. Obtain prizes for the winners. This is where you will probably be interested in a sponsor. I emailed Speedcube Shop asking him if he would be willing to sponsor prizes, and he was all for it. He's a cube vendor, so he wants to have extra opportunities to sell his products. So when I asked him that, he said, if I sponsor your prizes, can I be the only cube shop at the competition, and I said yes. And so we got our prizes, and he got his selling opportunities by being the only vendor there. At previous Caltech competitions, there's been Speedcube Shop and iCube Mart, but iCube Mart didn't come to our competition. In fact, I sent him an email saying we already have Speedcube Shop sponsoring our prizes, and we made a deal with them that they would be the only cube vendor, so I told them that they couldn't come. So we had Speedcube Shop sponsoring our prizes. That worked very well. They sponsored the first place prizes for every event, and then they sponsored second place prizes for 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that was nice, and thank you, Speedcube Shop. So you want to find a cube shop that is willing to sponsor prizes, and if you can't get prizes, contact CubeSmith, because I was talking with him and he said he's happy to help out with WCA competitions. Print the scrambles ahead of time. Again, this is the delegate's job. Just make sure that you have all the scrambles that you need. Become very familiar with the WCA regulations. This is important. Your WCA delegate will be familiar with the regulations, but you also need to read through the WCA regulations and know what they say.